What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Hope you're having a good weekend. As you may know, DC League of Super Pets, the animated movie, was released in theaters during the week over the weekend, and I want to just kind of give my thoughts on it, share my thoughts on it, because it does have a pretty big cast, and it was an animated movie that was released in theaters, so worth discussing. Especially since we cover a lot of DC, mostly DC stuff, and all of these kind of things on the channel. So I don't think I'll be really spoiling anything in this review. If I do get into that territory, I will give a heads up or a warning. But, okay. So, obviously, this is an animated movie. It's PG. It's a family thing. It's, kid friendly and all of those things, which is great. I mean, I'm a mom, and so it's definitely enjoyable to, be able to watch things with my kids and enjoy it all together and take them to, my kids are really looking forward to it. They've been watching the trailers and all this stuff over the past month over the summer leading up to the release, so they were definitely looking forward to it and enjoyed it. It was a fun experience, fun movie. However, my first thing that I would say about it is the cast, I think, definitely outshines the movie itself. um, Obviously, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, John Krasinski, Keanu Reeves, just to name a few of the a few of the big cast members in this movie. There are others, but those are huge names to have attached to any movie, right? Especially all together. And so for them to be in an animated movie, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, for some reason, I guess with animated movies, when there are big name actors involved, you're like, oh, wow, it's attractive, right? It's attractive for the film. And so um, I guess it's just kind of expected that when you have those big names attached to an animated movie, it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. That's kind of the expectation, I guess, that we've created with animated movies and having big names attached to them or having a big cast, just like with a live action movie. Um, and if you're a fan of the DC characters, then, you're most likely also if you're also interested in the animated universes or, animated movies or series, then you also, it's even more exciting when those characters that you like, live action or animated, have like big name actors attached to them or actors that most people are fond of. So that was my probably first impression of the movie, is that the actors and their performances kind of outshine or outweigh the movie, if that makes sense. The story, I feel, was somewhat a little lackluster. I feel like the comedy probably would not have been as entertaining had it not been for who's voicing the comedic characters. You know what I'm saying? So Kevin Hart is obviously a huge comedian, comedy actor, stand-up comedian. I mean, most people anything he says is funny. Everything he does is funny. It's like, if it hadn't been for him, I don't think the comedy would have been as good. There would still be funny, but like I'm saying, it just kind of goes back to the cast kind of outshines the movie, in my opinion. There are definitely enjoyable moments. I do like the animation style, and I want to show an example of that real quick. So here's an example. Here's some looks at the main female characters of the movie: Lois Lane, Wonder Woman, PB, Wonder Pig. She goes by a few different. She's trying to figure out her name as part of the story in the movie. But I really do like the animation style. I like the character designs in the movie, for pretty much like across the board, especially like the Justice League characters and Lois. I think they look great, the animation style. I really appreciated that. And so that was something I really appreciated and enjoyed about the movie, for sure, was the animation style. And Wonder Woman is jacked in this movie. So that was fun. Here we have Crypto and Superman. Again, John Krasinski, like another, big casting for sure. Here's a look at Ace and Batman. I really like his design as well and the colors of his suit. I think Keanu Reeves was pretty entertaining and he did a pretty spot on job as Batman. Aquaman was interesting. He was definitely I liked his design. He was more of like the Pacific Islander type of look. I guess he had like the long brown and blonde hair with some facial hair. I don't know if any of that was inspiration from Jason Momoa's version of Aquaman or not, but he definitely doesn't look like the short blonde hair Caucasian looking version of Aquaman. So I do like that we have, ever since Jason Momoa took on the role, I do like that we have seen like the animated versions or the comic book versions of Aquaman kind of, you know, have been kind of have transitioned more to that type of look for Aquaman. So it was cool to see that. Again, it was nice to see the female Green Lantern. So I do think like I liked all of the individual characters, all of the individual like the pet characters as well. The little chipmunk, he was really funny. The villain, the little hairless guinea pig, she's pretty much like a animal version of Lex Luthor. And oh, Lex Luthor, he was pretty good as well. And Mercy, like again, the characters and the cast outshine the movie. It keeps going back to that for me. Because there's not really a whole lot to say about the story. Crypto and Superman are best friends. Crypto is basically Lois is becoming a bigger part of Superman's life. He wants to marry her, and Crypto is kind of like trying to figure out. He's afraid that he's going to lose his role as best friend, and the relationship that he and Superman have, and so he's kind of trying to figure this out. And then he ends up needing the help of these pets that get superpowers to rescue Superman and the Justice League. So that's kind of the main premise of the story. But the writing for the villain, the little guinea pig, I didn't particularly like a lot of like her lines or dialogue. That's kind of a weird nitpick, but I don't know. I just wasn't a huge fan of the writing for the little villain character. I know it's an animated movie, but still, it's like when we watch these movies, even as adults, you still like there are some amazing, great animated movies that will stand the test of time. I mean, as adults, there's animated movies that all of us can still watch and love and enjoy from our childhood, and that our kids now enjoy and watch. There's plenty of animated movies that I loved and enjoyed as a kid, and growing up that my kids now love and enjoy. You know what I mean? And those movies are still continuing to their franchises, and they continue to have sequels or little series now or whatever. And those are examples of animated movies that I feel really stand the test of time. And some of them also do have amazing cast members as well. But the story and the weight that those cast members carry to what they offer, they go hand in hand, and it makes for a great movie when you put it all together. I didn't really have that experience with this animated movie. Again, the story was a little bland, if I'm being honest. There were great moments to enjoy, you know what I mean, for each individual character or as a whole. Like I mean, I'm sure most of us are a fan of the dynamic between Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart, which I definitely am. I think their interactions are hilarious. I love seeing their stuff on Instagram. I like seeing them in other movies, together. So I just feel like having them team up in this movie, I feel like Warner Brothers might have been like using that as kind of maybe like they were kind of riding on, like using that as a way to get audiences. I mean, not necessarily in a bad way, but just kind of the story kind of took a back seat to the cast. I guess that's a better way to put it. I know I keep repeating myself, but there's just not a whole lot to say about the story. There was some there was some cute action parts, and as far as like character development, kind of Crypto finding his place in Superman's life, now being with Lois, and Ace, he's kind of like the Batman pet character. He's kind of the loner, and he has like this traumatic past. And Wonder Pig trying to, come into her own and trying to be find more confidence. And then, she loves this. She loves all these different superheroes, and she gains that confidence because she loves Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman kind of like takes her under her wing. And so, there are fun things about it. There are enjoyable things about it. I wouldn't say it's a bad animated movie, but I would not put it in that category of like those animated movies that are just going to really stick with you even as an adult. Because even now, there's animated movies that I've watched in recent years that I love and would love to watch again. And this is just, I don't know. I wish that it was as great as the cast. I wish the story was as great as the cast. But those are kind of just my general thoughts on the movie. There were some post-credit scenes. I actually didn't see them myself because I didn't think there was going to be credit scenes, so we left. But then after leaving, realized there are credit scenes. And it seems like Dwayne Johnson kind of talked about them already on social media, on Instagram. Okay, I'll just get into it. Spoiler territory, spoiler alert. The credit scene involves, it shows a Black Adam version of a dog showing up, and also like the real Black Adam, which is still voiced by The Rock, and I think the dog was as well. There's a part of the credit scene where we see Black Adam show up and he's talking to Superman. Thank you for making Superpets the #1 movie, but did you say till the very end credits? You guys already know how I feel about Superman versus Black Adam. The indestructible force meets the immovable object. With the DC Superpets universe, we had an opportunity to build out this awesome animated universe in a big, fun, cool way. So 3-ish Germanas later, I came up with an end credits idea. Like I said, I missed it because I didn't think there was going to be credit scenes in this animated movie, but I ended up kind of finding out about it later on social media. Another post, allow me to introduce the baddest, meanest anti-hero canine walking God's green earth, Anubis, complete with his new favorite toy, Squeezy Bruce Batman. Okay, that's from the movie. At $7 production, we have major plans to build out the Black Adam DC universe and now the DC Superpets universe with our partners WB Pictures, DC Comics, and Superpets and Black Adam is just the beginning. So people have had quite a bit to say about this, because I don't know. I guess it's kind of interesting that he's using the term the Black Adam DC universe. I don't know if maybe he just means really using Black Adam in not just his movie, but having, like a big presence in the DC cinematic universe, the live action universe, well, also the animated universe, I guess, too. So I guess it's cool that they brought him in with the animated movie as well. Like he says, we know how he feels about Superman versus Black Adam, even though we all want to see that. I mean, Black Adam's not necessarily like Superman's arch nemesis. He's a Shazam villain, which obviously we want to see Superman help Shazam fight Black Adam or something like that. So hopefully we do see that in live action eventually. But they're kind of, I guess teasing something in some way in the animated movie. So I don't know if we're going to see it live action or not. I hope we do. But maybe he could have waited a little bit longer. Not right after opening weekend to share this on social media. But again, I don't know if people are as, sensitive to spoilers with animated movies regarding credit scenes as we are with live action films. Before I wrap up this video, I found some of the pictures of the other Justice League members. So here's Aquaman, the Flash, and Cyborg. And then here we have Superman, Batman. Those are actually pretty cool posters. I didn't see them before. Lex Luthor and Wonder Woman. So again, really appreciated their design aesthetic. I'll end here with Wonder Woman because I think she was my favorite looking character in the movie. But thank you guys for watching. I didn't really have too many specific things to say about it, but I really love these characters and a lot of the cast members. So I was just really hoping to love this movie as much as I loved as much as I love the characters and the cast. But it was enjoyable. I wouldn't discourage anyone from watching it by any means, especially like I said, if you have kids that have been looking forward to it. It is enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's not great. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the links in the description. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and or subscribe if you feel so inclined, and check out any videos you might have missed on the channel. So thanks. We'll see you soon.